Yeah.
Turtle
Talking
game.
to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
I'm back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get him, I got him, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, for them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. The disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you warm a spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, show mode,
What is
show
up, my
boat,
people?
rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty talk about
shit.
I'm on their now.
Dolly's back in the house.
I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'm a spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the skies the proof. You can just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth.
We got some stuff to talk
to my
about.
new merch, colored duck sauce on the new couch with my Chucks on. Get the on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a hawk guy on the ball cat.
Let's get those likes up.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
My turtles! What is up, my beautiful people? It is Dolly back in the house, and we got some things to talk about. Okay, you know, we had heard rumors about Billy Joe possibly going to jail. We're going to talk a little bit about that, right? And Cher. Why does Cher defend baby killers? We're going to talk about that also, okay? Right here on Dolly Vision, as soon as y'all give this video a like. I'm going to wait. Hold on. I'm looking at my clock. Y'all just like it up real quick, and we're going to get into it. Okay, so somebody, let me pull this up because I don't want to, I want you guys to see this. So let's start here. Let me pull this up onto the screen. Give me 1 second. And this was posted onto Cher'S members only, and it is about Billy Jawbone going to jail. Now, I've been hearing some rumors from some inside sources that the CPS is filling out their reports and they're turning them over to law enforcement, and Billy Joe is going to jail for criminal child neglect. I was like, what? That's what I was waiting to hear. This is what I've been waiting to hear. These are the rumors circulating that I wanted to hear. Her going to jail. Now, let me pull this up so y'all can see this. Let me bring this over. And this is a little comment that was left from Yunkin. And you know who they are, right? And it says, hello, Cher. I ain't got my glasses. I'm going to try to do the best I can seeing this. I am sure you have heard that Leilani was arrested for killing my little cousin. I hope you will be publicly apologizing to my cousin, Daniel. You ran your mouth slandering my cousin when he was never a suspect. Never for a day. You stood up blaming everyone but the piece of shit family who neglected and abused Quinton, including Billy Joe. Yes, she will be charged for neglect. We have confirmation of that. CPS is finalizing their reports, which will be sent to law enforcement for prosecution. You abandoned and neglected your children. You left them to be abused. So I never once suspected a piece of shit like you to be the voice of the victim. Your own father murdered a child. How fucking sick you and your family is. Okay, so it touches on both things in the title right here. Billy Jawbone going to jail, and Cher's father kills a kid. Okay, now we've been wondering why this girl has been defending baby killers. Okay? Because apparently her dad is one. Now, I know what somebody else does don't affect you, right? That has nothing to do with you. But you are defending baby killers. Now, you're not out there protesting baby killers like my dad killed a baby. I can't let this happen again. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to fight for the rights of these babies so no other babies get killed. No. Your father killed a baby and you're out there defending baby killers. How crazy is that? And this woman has some nerve. Don't never say nothing bad about Dolly, okay? Not when you back baby killers. I don't know nobody they ain't killed no babies, okay? When I heard this, it all made sense. You know how things are just like, bam, right in your face, right? You're like, okay, now I understand it. Now I get it. Now I get it a little bit. You know, so she sympathizes with these people because it's happened in her family, right? But still, that's no reason to defend a baby killer. Okay, we got some other stuff too, you know, and this goes into Cher admitting that her father killed a kid. Okay, so let's just jump over to this. Okay, so this one right here, as you see, it says, let me bring this down so y'all can see this. It's a question. Did your dad really kill off a child? I'm only asking because I really don't know, and if you choose not to answer, I will respect that too. And then Voices Behind the Wall, which is Cher, says, unfortunately, by mistake. How do you kill a kid by mistake? Okay? How do you kill? And I've heard rumors. I've heard, you know, I'm not going to go into all the details of that, you know. But it's just, it's horrible. What I've heard is horrible, 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 horrible. And it makes everything make sense, right? Why she would be doing what she's doing and things of that nature. And yes, Billy Joe, she's going to jail. I've been saying this for a while. You know, so when they take, CPS has to investigate. They have to do their part. And then they'll bring that up to criminal charges and they'll bring that to the police. And then the police will take the charges out on you. They'll come arrest you. And then she'll have her time in court. But she did have custody of these kids. Right? And she neglected to take care of them. And I told Billy Joe myself, I said, look, these kids would be alive right now if you hadn't been protecting your daughter and got custody of them. I don't think she got the custody of the kids because she wanted the kids. I think she got custody of the kids because she didn't want them to get taken away from Leilani. That's the only reason I believe she got custody of them kids. That's why she got custody of them knowing she works out of town all the time. She's in and out. She really can't take care of no kids, not with the type of work she does. Why would she get custody of them? And if she would have gave Quinton a fair chance at a fair life, you know, with a family that would have cared about him and would have loved him, he would be alive. And when I said that to her, that's when she came up and got up in my face. I never released that video, but I am going to release that video. I got to take it off my phone. I actually recorded that on my phone. I wasn't live. And, you know, I was talking to her, and I was telling her, I was like, look, this baby would be alive if it wasn't for you. You know, you're just as responsible. And she literally got like nose to nose with me and was like, I ain't the one, or something of that nature. It was something quick. She said, you got the wrong one. She said something like that. You got the wrong one. And then she went to walk away from me, and I said, no, Billy Joe, I got the right one. You're the one with your grandbaby missing. So But that shit angered her because she knows it's true, right? Truth sometimes hurts people and makes them mad, and that's what set her off. It wasn't just calling her a baby killer or none of that made her mad. But when you said something truthful, and she knew it, it angered her. You could see it. You could definitely see it. And her emotions are so all over the place. How she thinks she's going to walk away from this and not catch any criminal charges like nothing. Like nothing's going to happen to me. No, it just takes time. The FBI came out, put out a cryptic message that said Billy Joe's not out to water. You got family members of Danny's coming out saying, hey, Billy Joe, you're not out to water. And you know, these people are fighting for custody of them kids. So they're talking to the CPS, and the CPS is probably telling them, yeah, we're going to bring them up on charges. They're doing their investigation. So this person posting this is probably 100% right. There are going to be criminal charges brought up against her. I mean, it ain't going to be something that's going to put her away forever, but it will carry prison time. Think about Billy Joe's record, right? Jawbone, you don't have the best record. You got drugs, prostitution, all kinds of shit on your record. And like these crackheads, they stick together. Like, from my understanding, that roachy crackhead that I got in an altercation with is living with Billy Joe. Now, at this point in time, Billy Joe, you need to get your shit together. I mean, together. You smoking crack. Your grandbaby's not even in the ground yet. From my understanding, they ain't even came back and said that the DNA is his yet. They just confirmed that it was human remains. So I don't know if Monday the search is going to kick back up in the landfill, because they didn't even find all of Quinton. They found just small parts of remains. There's still more of him out there in that landfill, which that's pretty sad. So the chief said they didn't know how much more they were going to continue to search. But I hope, he's in one area and they can find all of him and he gets the proper burial that he needs. So Billy Joe's going to end up in jail. She won't go away forever, but she's going to do a little bit of time, because it's like I said, I believe it's her fault. If she'd have never took custody of them kids, Quinton right now would be alive. And why would they hand over the body to Billy Joe? Okay, the remains. Them remains belong to Bubba Moss. Okay, that's his child. So I believe that they should be handed over to him, not a grandma that failed the child. Okay, she failed him. She was supposed to be there for him. She took custody. She told the judge she would take care of him, make sure he was safe, and everything was good with that kid, and she didn't. So she stepped forward to be the hero in the family and say, oh, I can do this. I'll make sure this boy's okay. And wasn't. So at this point, I'm saying, yeah, she's responsible. She left a child with somebody knowing that had mental issues, drug problems, and just left them there. That's not responsible. That's child neglect. Okay, that's exactly what they put people in jail for. Cody Bixby's dead here in Virginia. He's in jail right now with 30 counts of just criminal child neglect. They didn't even get him for the murder. But he got so many child neglect charges, he won't never get out of jail. So you guys, I'm going to open up the phone lines. Y'all let me know. What do y'all think? Is Billy Joe going to jail? And what do you think about Cher being the defender of baby killers when her father killed a child? Now, it makes a little more sense to me now that she does it. Okay, like, why? Because I was thinking a long time, like, why is she doing this? But now I see there's, it's kind of going on in her family. There was a child, you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense that she would, like, protect her dad and then protect any other child killers. So it's weird. It's definitely weird. But give me a second. I'm going to open the phone lines. All right, the phone lines are now open. The call-in number is on the screen, 757-797-6694. Also, mods, if you could put it into the chat. Callie K. Cher'S dad set a house on fire with a child in it. That is pretty brutal. Okay? That's why you don't be setting houses on fire. I heard he was drunk, intoxicated. Said, yeah, I heard something similar, that he was drunk. Dolly.
Hello, Dolly. How are you?
I am doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Hello. I'm doing great. I have a question about this share business.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where you heard about this from, but I am interested because I was like, what's going on with that? I think the best person, well, I'm just going to say JLR. Jonathan.
Uh-huh.
I mean, people can say what they want to about him, but as far as finding out stuff on people, you know,
he's good at it.
He's good at it. He's good at it.
He's good at it.
He's very good at it.
It's a little bit weird at how he does it, you know, with the trees, how he stands in the bushes and shit, but as far as getting information, he's a good sleuth.
Yes, he is. He's the best. As far as I can see, he finds out more stuff than anybody does.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
finds out
agreeing with some of the stuff.
Some of it's unrelated, though. He puts out a lot of unrelated stuff, but still close.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe he would be probably the one who could find this out.
What
if
about
anybody
Cher?
could, I guess. Yeah, about her daddy.
It makes more sense now, that I found out her father's killed a kid, that she protects child killers. I get it. It makes more sense. I just didn't understand it before, but now it makes a little more sense to me. I get it.
I just was really shocked. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. I was pretty shocked by it too.
Was it a sibling of hers? I mean,
well, I don't have all the details on it. I don't have soon all of it. I'll have all of it. But when I heard it, I was just like, you got to be kidding me. I was coming up here with more of the Billy Joe going to jail stuff, because there's just so much about people rumoring she's going to jail from inside the families of the kids.
Right.
And then, it was brought to my attention, that Cher had, his father had did this and she had admitted to it and things of that nature. And I was thinking, okay, well, that makes a lot more sense, because why is this lady so protective of child killers?
I don't know.
Which is weird.
I was really in shock when I just heard that today. I was like, what?
Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't know that, and I was like, whoa. Okay, well, maybe that makes sense.
Was this a stepdaddy, or was it her birth father?
The things I'm hearing is it was her dad. He was drunk, burnt down a house with a child in it. The child died in the fire.
He did it on purpose?
Now, you might have to ask Cher that one. She's saying it was by mistake. She was saying it was by mistake.
Oh, my God.
But... you got that happen, and now you got her out here defending child killers and people that are, responsible for the neglect of their children.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, the only thing in Billy Joe's defense is she did work. I mean, she was responsible.
Yeah, but if you work,
I understand, but
you don't
take a child.
You don't get custody of a child when you work out of town 2 weeks out of the month. Okay, because who takes care of that kid while you're gone? If you're going to step up and take responsibility for a child is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job.
I don't know if her husband came home every day after his job or how that went. But let's get back to Danny, because he was a grown man too. And he was in that household. So doesn't he hold some responsibility? Because he was there.
I honestly think I do. But you see what his family's saying.
And the thing is also about Danny, in my opinion... I mean, they say he had a little job over there, but apparently it wasn't a good enough job. He should have got a better job and took care of his own family. He should have never been living there with Billy Joe to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
That's, not what grown men do. You take care of your own family, your own kids, and he should have had a better job. Instead of running around, I'm going to be a rapper crap.
Yeah, you
and
got to
take
grow
care
up.
of
You
his.
got to grow up.
Yeah,
It's
take
not
care of
wrong with
his
chasing your
responsibility.
dreams. It's not wrong with chasing your dreams, but there's a point you got to get to. Okay, well, I can't chase my dreams if I can't take care of my responsibilities. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But when he had a child with Leilani, he had responsibilities now.
Yeah, he should have grew his ass up a
And
little
that
bit.
means go get a job, get a
Well,
very
he had a
good
job. He
job.
had a job at the Target packing
Well, it
plant.
wasn't a good enough job, or he wouldn't have been over there living with Billy Joe.
Well, he had a decent job. He just wasn't responsible. If you don't spend your money responsible, I don't care how good of a job you got, you still
You
gonna be
don't go
broke
over
as
there
hell.
living with her and rent free and eating her food. You're not taking care of your own. I wouldn't have let that grown
not
man
only
live
that,
with
but I
me.
heard Billy Joe got him the job.
Well, I
That's
wouldn't have
where
let
Billy
that grown
Joe
man
used to
live with
work.
me. I'd have said, look, you're a grown man. You impregnated my daughter. You have a child. You need to go take care of them. I'm not going to sit here and teach you to take care of you. You know,
Yeah.
like you say, he needs to grow up.
Okay, somebody said, let me get this super chat real fast before you go on. Cher's dad was on her channel and openly shared that he was in prison for about 30 years and some information. Good Lord, 30 years? Then he did that shit on purpose.
Well,
They're going to give you 30
what
years
I'm
for something you did
saying.
on an accident.
No, it was an accident.
Yeah,
No.
accidents, you don't get 30. That sounds like something on
No.
purpose.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Well,
either way,
anyway,
she's still...
one more thing. I thought of something about those college students, you know, the ones that were murdered.
Yeah, the Idaho 4.
There's something, I don't know if it's been brought up, but I thought about it. Do you ever watch Plunder?
Yeah, the
She's
awesome
a
channel.
YouTuber, and
Yeah, awesome
she
channel.
has
Love her
very,
channel.
very good videos.
Yeah.
And you may want to go watch that video. She did
got
a
some
video
stuff out on
on,
the Idaho 4?
yes,
I
it
love
was
Plunder.
the interview with the parents and
I
all
think she's a
that.
great channel. I think she's an awesome
Where
channel.
the interview with the parents, and she talks about it, what they said and everything. Well, supposedly one of the girls, I don't know which one, had just bought a car.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Range Rover or a Land Rover. I don't really know which kind. But she had just got it. I don't know if it was the day before this happened or a couple of days before, but she had just got this car. And if you go watch that Plunder video, you'll see they talk about it and how proud she was of it, and she couldn't wait to show it off to her friends and blah, blah, blah. Well, the thing is, that's another thing I think the police should look into, because when she was at this car lot, where did she buy the car from, and who was with her when she test drove the car? You know, did she go down there to buy the car by herself? Who went with her? And, of course, you know, when you fill out the application to get a car, you have to put your name, your address, all your information down there.
Yeah.
Everything. So they had all of that.
Yeah. But just because everybody you give your information to don't mean they're going to come kill you.
No, it doesn't. But, I mean, it's somewhere to look, because this happened. She got this car right before this happened. So I'm just saying it could have been.
Yeah, anything they done in
from
the
that
days
car
leading
lot,
up to it, yeah.
You figure there's mechanics that work there. A lot of times there's people that do nothing but clean the cars, you know, and keep them tip-top shape for customers that come in to look at them. You know, they dust them off, they clean them up. There's people like that there. I mean, there's all kinds of people that work at a car lot.
Yeah.
And you never know who is looking at her, and they would have had the information right there.
Yeah, I got some buddies that work at a car lot, and they're knuckleheads. They wouldn't kill you, but they are knuckleheads.
Right. But I thought it was just something they might want to look into.
Okay.
Because they would have had her information, where she lived, everything. All they had to do was look at the paperwork.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to shut up now.
All right, you have a good one.
Okay. All right, you too.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Dolly. Okay, they hung up. Okay, we missed that call. Dolly. They hung up again. Okay. Dolly.
Hey.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Who's this? Where are you calling
I
from?
didn't think I'd get through. California. This is Suzanne,
Hey, Suzanne. How you doing?
the little senior citizen lady that doesn't have any money to send you.
Well, you don't need to send me money. Save your money. Knit me a blanket. Like my video. Cook me
I
an apple
like your
pie.
shirt, though.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you finally got your shirt.
Yes.
Hey, wow, that's something. I knew there was something with Cher.
Yeah, people are saying she's been in trouble for killing animals. I seen her mugshot. Her dad
Well, I
killed a
knew
kid.
that. I've known all
She
that,
might
and
be.
I could
She might be the
almost.
serial killer. You know what I'm saying? She might be a
You know
serial killer.
what?
She has some tendencies.
The thing of it is, though, Dolly, is okay. If she wants to do the things she wants to do on her channel, she needs to keep it on her channel. All this mess, the other people that. This is about solving missing children and missing people.
I know, but you got people that interfere in that, like Cher. She's one of those people that hinder it. She gets in between the good people, and she tries to protect the bad people. I've only heard of people protecting good people. I never realized there was people out there that protected bad people.
I know, it's terrible. And you know, what's very frustrating is when I bring up the people that I watch, you know, when I search the people that I watch, there's maybe one or two programs that are from you, like on your, when I bring up Dolly and it brings up all the programs. The rest of them are all people that are, you got to really read them carefully or you click on them and it's not you.
Yeah, there's people using my name, tagging me and everything so they can get some clicks and views and talking bad about me.
And that just really disgusts me because these people are not right.
Yeah, they don't want people to help. You know, they don't. In the YouTube world, there's a lot of jealousy of people. Like if you're doing good, people hate you for some reason, even people that were your friends. If you're doing bad, they're cool with you. It's just.
But you know, that would be like somebody that's a pediatrician, okay, that's helping children, let's just, for example. And there's another pediatrician that's helping people, and they start fighting amongst each other. That's not happening.
Yeah, that's why I don't address them. I don't say their
There's
names.
going to be a higher class. I'm sorry I keep interrupting you, but this is really bothering me. There needs to be a higher ethical. They should not let these kind of people on YouTube.
Well, you know, Walmart sells computers now. Everybody got one.
Well, it's just terrible.
Every trailer park's got Wi-Fi, so we get a little bit of craziness.
And talking about Walmart, and then I'll let you go. I'm not going to take up a lot of your time, but I really appreciate your show. Your life. I appreciate your life and what you sacrifice.
And it's part of the game. You know, I got to take the hate. I got to take the bad with the good.
Well, it's not right. It's terrible. But anyways, talking about Walmart, this guy that I used to work for Walmart, just retired 20 years from Walmart. And this is terrible. This guy was a lead for overnight that just did these killings. And today they had a new thing on the news about him. And he was walking around with his phone. He had tape on his thing because he thought the government was watching him and blah, 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 blah. How the heck did he get his position? You know, there's people out there that work really hard and not make much money to get a position like that he had. Well, and here's some cuckoo nut.
Sometimes he's cuckoo nuts because, you know, I got a couple family members, they got mental disorders. And sometimes they can be perfectly fine and then be batshit crazy. I mean batshit crazy. One day they're perfectly normal, can hold a conversation with you, just like we're doing. And then one day you go to talk to them and they're like, UFOs are coming to get me. I'm an angel. I mean, just straight out of another world. when you have mental disorders, like people think that crazy people are just crazy all the time. They're not. When they're on their medicines and the doctors got them right, and they're okay. But soon as their medicines go off, or they don't take their medicines, or anything of that nature, they're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? And I mean, when you're mental, you can't help that you're mental. You know what I'm saying? These people that are sick in the head, they can't help that they're sick in the head. They're just.
Well, I know. I'm bipolar and ADD. I've had mental problems all my life, but I take my medicine.
Yeah, and what it is like, my experience with these crazy people is sometimes they're perfectly fine. When he went and got that job, he probably sat down and talked and was perfectly seemed normal. And then when he got off his medicine, he was like, the government's coming to get me. Men in black are watching me. These people want me dead. I better kill them before. You know what I'm saying? They start getting deranged and get all these crazy thoughts in their head because the chemical imbalances in their brain are off.
Yeah, I know. It's just really, really sad because, I've worked among the middle class, and there's people that work really hard to get positions like he got and never get it, and somebody like him. But you're right, they can act normal and then be gone in a minute. And how the heck you got a weapon in one day?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not hard. In Virginia, it's not hard to get a gun here. And you can get a gun like that. There's guns everywhere.
How do you do a background check in one day?
Well, they run it, and it depends what city you're in. Like, you can buy a gun in one city and get it within 24 hours if you go to another city to get it. It's weird how they do. They got little loopholes and shit on the gun laws. I ain't bought a gun in a while. Last time I bought a gun, it was a long time ago. So I don't know exactly what hurdles you got to go through right now to get a gun.
Well, he might have got it illegal too. So.
Yeah, and I mean, there's always that.
My last little tidbit. My heart went out to you so much the night you were filming this, and that cuckoo nut, another cuckoo nut, drives up to you and says, Are you getting money off of these babies' heads?
Yeah. Well, there's people sending them.
Where in the heck where did she come from?
People send them. You know what I'm saying? They're like watching on different channels, and people are like, well, because I gave my location of where I was going. I said, hey, I'm going there. So at that point, people know where I'm going, and the channel's growing. A lot of people watch this channel, and believe it or not, I'm getting recognized all over the damn place, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, most of the part-time is good. Like, that was the only person that came up to me and said anything bad. Everybody else has came up wanting to take pictures. Hey, I like what you're doing. I like your channel, or I watch your channel. But I'm not really big on that because I'm like a real chill, normal kind of person.
Well, there was too many police out there for you, too.
I mean, yeah. So it was a lot of police out there. And I ain't... So these people just don't understand. They think that I'm in it for the wrong reasons, and there's these hate channels spreading that. So some people really believe that I'm in it for the wrong reasons. So when they see me, they think I'm a bad guy. But really, I'm not. I'm a normal dude. People are saying I make all this crazy money that I don't make, and it's just a lot of time it gets around the internet. It's just craziness. Some people are gonna love you. Some people are gonna hate you.
Why don't they just send you an email instead of... I think it was Doug from you. I think it was. Because I used to watch him, and I really liked him, but since all this has happened when you guys went down to Georgia, he's been dogging you guys really, really bad.
Well, I mean, whatever gets him views. If that's what he thinks he has to do to get him a click and view. These days, I don't really get mad about everything everybody says. Because if I go start watching it and I get mad, it'll make me mad. And I don't like having that bad vibe. I'd rather get up here and joke and be happy than worry about what all these hating ass people are saying. Somebody told me, everybody's like, don't get mad, Dolly. Like, if people ain't hating on you, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. You do take it real well, but it does put a bad omen on all the channels that are trying to do good.
Yeah, because some people believe it. Like that girl that rolled up to me, she believed it. and she don't know me.
Yeah.
She ain't never sat down to know my heart or my intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If she hadn't have been such a bad person, I would have actually said, "Hey, let me talk to you for a second." You know what I'm saying? I explained my intentions to her, but her first words out of her mouth was something hateful. You know, not, "Hey, Dolly.
Well,
Hey, Dolly, I heard this
and
about you. Why don't you explain this to me?" She didn't, you know, she was trying to be confrontational, and I just said, "Have a nice day." You know,
yeah.
what do you do? I mean, you either love me or you hate me.
Well, I just thought it was weird. Here you're trying to cover something like that, and here this woman comes driving up.
Well, no,
And
she was
I'm
she was
like, who
there.
are they?
I was recording. Okay, I was out there recording. She wasn't there. She
Yeah.
comes up. She starts recording, but it didn't look like she was recording me. It just looked like she was recording
Oh.
the stuff, right? And then at one point, I look over and she's recording me, right? And I look, when I look over at her, she stops recording me. I just thought she just, you know, recording what's going on around her. Hey, there's a guy out here live streaming, and she was showing me, which I don't have no problem with that. But then, like, when I went to pack up, she was already in her vehicle, and I was
Oh.
walking to my vehicle. So as I was standing there breaking the lights apart, the tripods and things of
Yeah.
that nature, she cracks her window just a little bit, and she screams it out the crack of the window. You know, so I don't know, but you know,
Crazy.
I don't want to be arguing with people at 1 o'clock in the morning in some parking lot of a Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So people coming and stalk me like that, if she purposely came there because she knew where I was going to be, that is a little weird. And, you know, because
Yeah.
I don't know if she's crazy. That girl could have a gun.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She could,
Exactly.
you know, I don't know she didn't look like she was actually a pretty girl. She was a thin little pretty girl. And I was thinking, what is she doing standing out here by herself at 1 o'clock in the morning? But there was all the cops out here, right? Because there's a really bad hotel that sits right there. But there was all
Wow.
them cops. I was like, oh, okay, ain't nobody gonna kill her out here because there's a million cops. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was just odd to see her standing out there. You know?
Well, she could have had a bullhorn, and you could have grabbed the bullhorn from her,
Good thing
and
she
all those
didn't.
cops.
Good thing she didn't.
Wow.
Now
Well,
here,
I'll let you
Chesapeake wouldn't have
go.
did nothing. They'd have been like, yeah, man, glad you took that bullhorn from her. I didn't want to hear that shit either.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I do appreciate your work, and
You pull out a bullhorn here, the police might shoot you thinking it's a gun. They weird in Virginia. She had
well,
a
I
gun, she
guess
got a
so.
gun! Oh, my bad, it was a bullhorn. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Virginia police kill you for anything. You don't even got to have a gun, they'll shoot you.
It's crazy. It's really crazy.
All right,
Well,
you have a good one.
again, I appreciate your work, and you have a great day.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you don't want to pull nothing around here with the police. Right? Pharrell's cousin, he was unarmed, got shot by the police. Killed him. He was running up to the police and they shot and killed him. Don't run up to the police around here. Dolly.
Well, good afternoon, Dolly. How are you?
I am doing pretty good.
This is Angel,
Hey, Angel.
one of the nurses that listens to you from the night shift in Sevier County, Tennessee.
In Tennessee. All righty.
Listen, what do you think, number one, about all these different people that were cleared in the Idaho 4 case versus similar cases where that doesn't happen, i.e., first example I think of is Summer Wells, where the parents have never been cleared. Why do you think they're doing that? Are they really clearing them, or is it like to get people off guard maybe?
I mean, I guess my thought on that is maybe they don't want people accusing the people or going after them, the people that are directly there, because that's how the internet is now. So if you don't clear people, the internet will start accusing these people that were in the house. You know, which is strange, because think about this. I'm surprised the internet's not going crazy with it. You got 2 people in the house while 4 people being brutally murdered, and they don't hear nothing. Okay? There's no blood trails out the house. There's no blood trails down the street.
And that blood trail is on the same, going down the same wall where the 2 that survived that level, you know, where they didn't hear anything, supposedly.
It's weird. I'm surprised that the internet is not going completely crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? Completely crazy about the two people in the house. It's been kind of quiet
Hey,
about it. And I think that's because the
yeah,
police said, hey, we cleared them.
right.
If they hadn't,
Maybe just their identity for now too.
yeah,
The
Dolly,
two.
pin the link to the shirts, please. This shirt here was made by a woman. If you give me a second when I'm done, Amanda, I'll get her card. She made this shirt. I don't even know her. She sent it to me. I didn't make this shirt. She made me one. She made Betty one. And but I have her business card right on my bed in there because I just opened it. So if you give me a minute, I'll show you guys her business card. And she does custom T-shirts. So if you want a custom T-shirt, she'll do them for you. So it ain't
That's
me. I didn't
cool.
make this. I am gonna have my own Team Foul play shirts because it is my shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lady made this one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and sent it to
Listen,
me.
let me say one more thing that I've got on my heart. I've been a psychiatric hospice gero-psych nurse for a long time. So some of these things in these cases very much unfortunately I overanalyze at times.
Uh-huh.
But you know how when you're driving down the interstate and all of a sudden the traffic gets all backed up and you're like, why? What's going on? I mean, what in the world is going on? You don't see a big wreck. You don't see anything. Well, there might be an officer that's got somebody pulled over on the side of the road, right? So people are slowing down just to gawk and look, right?
Of course.
Okay. That's kind of what I feel about the other channel in Canada. Like, I'm just going to come out and say it. It is so disrespectful that they put that picture from the FBI, supposedly, with that American flag over it. That's pretty low and disrespectful. Quinton didn't serve in the military. That whole story about the Chinese food and sitting at the FBI, I don't believe one word of that.
No. It didn't happen.
No.
If you even look at the news report, she was arrested at the house. Leilani never left that house. She wasn't in drug rehab. She wasn't in no psych ward. She was right there the whole time.
So why did they do that story?
They just feed misinformation. They had been doing it the whole time. They were just like they were pushing the blame on the Danny. Danny beat on the baby. That even came from Leilani, Danny this, Danny that, Danny, you know what I'm saying? They were trying to do anything to push it away from them, and they're going to continue to do that as it comes up the trial. They're going to continue to start blaming other people.
Right. Well, I've really tried to give that lady a chance, and I'm going to tell you right now, I have been unsubscribed. That's the kind of channel, in my opinion, that gives YouTubers a bad name, right there. And this business of bonding with the suspects and the suspect's family and getting all up in that business, that is not normal.
Well,
that's almost sad.
It's definitely a hindrance to people that are fighting for justice when you got channels that are trying to hinder that justice. Or paint a false narrative and coaching her. That lady did a lot of coaching to Billy Joe. Coaching her.
Oh, yeah.
And that is something, I don't know. It almost should be damn criminal. It should almost be criminal what she did, and what some of these other YouTubers did by stalking, harassing, sending people. It's like weird stuff. Like, you have the right to protest. What we were doing, protesting, we have that right. The people that were interfering with those rights, either it be the police or other YouTubers, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Should be 100% completely ashamed of themselves.
I agree, and I wish people would take a stand on that. I'm sorry, I do. I'm getting old and give out, and I don't care what people think anymore. So I wish people would take a stand, not only creators, but subscribers, and just boot those people out.
Yeah, when people I try to tell my viewers, when they see me tagged in something, don't watch it. Because that's why they're tagging me. And if you continue to support these roaches, they'll continue to do it. Once they see they can't get views off my name, they'll start tagging somebody else. That's just how they operate. It's only for views and clicks for their little drama channels. That's it. So the more y'all feed into it and watch them videos, the more they're just going to keep pumping them out. Because that's the only way they know how to get views.
All right. Good luck with everything. And
all right, you be good.
I'm watching and listening. You too.
All right,
Take
peace.
care, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right, guys, we're going to take a 1 minute break real quick. Okay, so I'm going to kick into some music, and I'll be right back with you guys in 1 minute. And let's go with this jam. I like this one. So don't go anywhere. But yeah, Billy Joe, she's going to end up in jail, that's for sure. The word on the street, you going to jail, Billy Jawbone. You're going to be sitting beside Leilani. And that's what you get. That's justice. Okay. Anyway, this is the lady that made my t-shirt. I don't know if y'all can see this. No, my camera. I had to focus my camera. But it's I think her last name is Gratia Designs, custom t-shirt designs, and other apparel. And it has her Facebook link and stuff. I will post her card, her business card on my Facebook, okay? But this is who I made my shirt. So I guess if you need a custom shirt, because it says custom t-shirt, so anything you can like think of in your mind, you know, you can have this lady make, okay? And she'll ship it right out to you. Nice packaging. You know, it came with a little thing and a little pouch that the card came in and everything. It was nice. Packaged really nice. So thank you for the t-shirt. And like I said, I'll plug your business card on my Facebook. Okay, so thank you for the t-shirt. That was super awesome of you. And because I was like, damn, where's mine? And she hit me up and she's like, oh, I got your t-shirt. Just send me a place to send it. And boom, I got it. And it's really good quality. It's really soft. Nice print. So she does good work. So if you need some custom t-shirts printed, I'll have her card posted on my Facebook. All right. So let's open the phone lines back up. So I know the trolls are out there lurking today. They just been waiting for their opportunity to strike. And we don't want to deny them of that opportunity, okay? Because look, you got to do something in this world. Some people want to be astronauts, you know what I'm saying? Some people want to be doctors, lawyers, YouTubers. Some people just want to troll, okay? They just ain't got nothing better to do, and they want to just do whatever they can do to F up your day, okay? But the trolls love you, right? Your haters make you great. They constantly watch, hoping and praying you say something about them, right? They're just like, please, Dolly, let the day be the day that you say my name. No, it ain't the day, okay? We make you earn every view you get around here. We know better than to tag people. Y'all been tagging me for a month and I did 1 million views. I ain't doing that for you, okay? I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. But I do open the phone lines. And if you can get through, more power to you, okay? More power to you. So I love my trolls. I treat my trolls fair. Right? I don't know why they come for me so much. You know what I'm saying? I guess as the name grows, they get a couple extra views. They make a couple extra super chats, a couple little ad revenues. And they're like, get Dolly! Right? But there's better people to attack. Right now, I'm missing my man, Ernie Shell. Okay? Where's Ernie Shell? He was like a big shield for me. Everybody was getting Ernie, and I was able to fly under the radar. Okay? Ernie then got took out. Boom! Lighten the tiger down. Lighten the tiger down. Okay, we need to lighten the tiger back. It was better with the lighten the tiger. Some of these people ain't as funny, right? Their entertainment ain't as good with Dolly. You need the lightning tiger back, okay? Dolly ain't as good as the lightning tiger. I don't ride the lightning. I don't walk down the interstates. I don't do that kind. I'm not as good. I'm not as good of entertainment. You need your man back. Y'all go over there. Y'all do whatever y'all got to do to get y'all's man Ernie Shell back. If y'all hadn't got the man damn kicked off the internet, we wouldn't be in this position, okay? We wouldn't be in this position right now if y'all hadn't got the damn man kicked off the internet. The man just want to have a little raffle. What's wrong with a little raffle? Ain't nothing wrong with a little raffle. Got that man kicked off the internet. Now y'all ain't got nobody to harass. And y'all think y'all just gonna jam up on Dolly. Nah! Nah. We getting Ernie back. We getting Ernie back on the internet. And y'all gonna leave me alone. Okay? I ain't got time for it. Y'all messing up my buzz. Okay? Y'all messing up my buzz. Alright, but I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity. So I'm going to open the phone lines back up. The phones are now open. Y'all hit the thumbs up. Let's get me up to 1,000. We got 1,300 strong, baby. Turtle gang. I mean, there's probably a couple haters out there in that mix of that 1,500 people. But let's get those likes up for your boy Dolly. He came here to tell you what the family of Danny was saying about Billy Joe going to jail. He let you know that Cher defends baby killers because there's some baby killers in her family. Okay? Dolly gave y'all the scoop today. Gave you the scoop. And all I wanted was a like for it. Just a like. Dolly. Hello. All that and they hang up. Okay. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, how are you?
I am doing pretty good. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the coast of North Carolina. It's Quiet Mind.
Quiet Mind. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. And Light You Up is here with me. He's the better half.
Awesome.
What's up, Dolly?
What up?
So I've just got to say it, and I hope you'll bear with me. I am sick to freaking death of hearing people excuse DJ because she had to effing work. Everybody worked.
Yeah.
She made an obligation to those children. When she went into court and signed the paperwork for them, she could have made the choice to not have Leilani and Danny in the house. She could have made plenty of other choices. but she did not.
That is
It my
absolutely right.
understanding-
I'm so
Go
glad you
ahead.
said that. I'm so glad you said it because you're absolutely right. Her decision making's led to this.
Absolutely. I'm so sick of people talking about she had to go to work. Well, everybody has to F and go to work. Do you leave your children when you have to go to work with somebody who is unstable and has lost custody of their children because they are dangerous? No, you don't leave those people in your home. That child died in the familial home. The child didn't die someplace else. The child was alive the day before at the familial home, and then the next morning he was gone, dead, thrown in the trash.
Yeah.
Billy out of town. I ain't got any problem with the lady needing to go to work, but she still has to be responsible for the fact that she left them. She did nothing different than leaving your children at home with drugs available, alcohol available, let them start fires in the house. It's the same danger except worse.
Yeah, but she's
because they
doing
were
drugs
even
with
more
them.
vulnerable.
She's not worried about the drugs they're doing because she's doing drugs with them. She's clearly on heavy drugs.
Absolutely, but it's just absurd to me that people can't get around this idea that Billy Joe allowed Danny and Leilani to live there. So yeah, you wanna give Danny a hard time or any of the other baby daddies? Fine, okay, they were shit. They weren't taking care of their kids, but ultimately they didn't go into court.
Yeah, but
And
we
yet-
don't know what them daddies were dealing with either. Why they wasn't taking care of their kid? Maybe Leilani's so crazy and so their family so shitty that these dudes didn't want to be around. Maybe
Well,
they
and
were
that
like,
could
I
be
love my
true.
baby, but I can't be around that shit.
That could very well may be true. But
I
at
know a
the
lot of
end the
guys
day,
that ain't around their kids get a bum rap, but sometimes the
Right.
relationship between the mom and dad so bad that the dude can't come around.
That is true.
So we
but
can't-
at the end of the day, Billy Joe was the one that took the responsibility.
Yeah,
If they had taken the responsibility, I would be saying they are equally culpable.
You're exactly
But
right.
BJ was the one who went in there and signed that paperwork
Yep.
and said, I am going to be responsible.
And that's why she got so mad at me when I said that to her. You know what I'm saying? That baby be here if
100%.
you wasn't protecting your daughter and got custody of those kids. That's all she
Absolutely.
did.
And there's nothing, and saying, well, we hired the babysitter. It's my understanding the babysitter was hired for 12 hours a day at $15 a day, but that doesn't include nights. If BJ is out of town for weeks at a time, who the F do you think was watching the kids at night, BJ?
Yeah, Leilani was. The person that wasn't supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if she wanted to make the arrangement that the kids lived with the babysitter 24/7 when she was out of town, fine. But she doesn't appear to have made that arrangement, at least not according to the babysitter.
Yeah.
And I have watched people question BJ about it, and BJ won't answer the question of how many hours a day was the babysitter responsible for those children. So I'm sick of it. I am 100%
the thing about this,
sick of it.
the child didn't go missing in the hands of the babysitter. It don't matter how many hours she was responsible, but it didn't go missing in her hands. It went missing at the hands of Leilani.
I agree 100%, but I'm saying, if she wanted to really defend herself,
Yeah.
if she can come forward and say, look, I paid for the kids to live with the babysitter, and that's my way of covering. If she had done that, the kids would have still been alive, or Quinton would have still been alive, but she didn't do that.
I agree
And
100% with you.
I've got no grace for her. My husband and I have spent over 20 years working with foster families and people like that in a professional capacity. We worked with the legal system. We have worked with families that have lost their kids in coaching them and teaching them how to get better skills to be able to get custody back of their kids if that's even possible. But I will tell you this, when the sheriff guy, the police chief said no one else is going to be charged, he's talking about murder.
Yeah.
He's not talking about the
Child
CPS
neglect.
charges.
Yeah, he ain't talking about. See, I know. I was about to say the same. You're exactly right. He said nobody's going to be arrested in the connection of the disappearance of Quinton. That don't mean he's not the child neglect of Quinton.
Exactly, and that's a whole nother can of fish. That goes through CPS.
Yeah, that goes through CPS, yep.
And they have lawyers, and the CPS lawyers consult with the state's prosecutors, and then they decide how to
bring up the charges on you, yep. So she's getting hit.
She's far not in the clear, and even if she manages to get off, there is no way in hell that you have a child that is in your custody by state custody order that dies, that you will ever get any other child placed back in the custody of your home.
She thinks she's getting Zane back. She's painting rooms and shit for him.
It's insane. She won't. It will never happen. CPS doesn't work like that anywhere.
Yeah,
no matter
I pray to the Lord.
It won't. We used to live in Athens. I can tell you, it won't work that way. It doesn't work that way. There are
Athens is a pretty place. I was recently in Athens.
Well, Athens is an amazing place, man. Go Bulldogs. It's a wonderful place to live.
I have one point.
I was there for the Debbie Caller case.
I've got just one point of hypocrisy I want to bring up. I don't understand how Billy Joe can feel that she is entitled to get the remains and the donations for the funeral and all that when she wasn't entitled to have any responsibility for the custody of those kids while he was alive.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they would strip custody of her and at least give the baby to the father and the father's family.
Well, and I I don't know, is it Bubba who is Quinton's dad? Is that what we understand
Bubba
to be correct?
Yeah.
Even though I've heard there hasn't been his name wasn't on the birth certificate.
From my understanding, that's the father of the baby, though.
Okay. But, that poor fella, whatever his faults might have been in leaving the kid with Leilani or whatever, he's lost his son and his mother and father.
Yeah, mother, father, and son, all in the same month.
In the same month, I hope people will leave him alone.
Yeah, if I ever met that dude, I'm just going to hug him. You know what I'm saying?
I am telling you. I'm like, my heart goes out to him.
That's why I don't never say nothing ever about him. I'm like, yo, I just would hug that dude. You got so much shit going on, bro. I don't know what you did, but I would just hug you, like, here, man, shit, you need that, You probably going to need a lot more.
He's going to need a lot of help and a lot of, time and somebody to really care for him to help him through all this. But I also think that Danny is going to be state's evidence, 100%. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
100%.
Because he was the only one that didn't say nothing.
No.
His mama said stuff, but she only said stuff to me. They were quiet because I kept bringing it up, and they were eyeing it. You know what I'm saying? They kept eyeing it, and that's what made his mama speak. But I don't think, once Leilani's in jail, they don't got to worry about me anymore. It'll play itself out now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. The work is done.
Yeah, it's done. My end's done. So them people in Dunn, North Carolina, like Danny, your mama, watching, y'all ain't got to worry about me. Y'all probably won't get to meet me now. Too bad. Too bad. I was looking forward to meeting y'all guys. But
yeah, for now it's a court case.
Yeah, now it's a court case. So yeah, y'all don't get to meet Dolly. It would have been good times. I'm sure. It would have been nothing bad. Nothing too bad. I would have rather talked to him. We probably got along, me and Danny.
Yeah, I think you probably would have been able to have a decent conversation with him just one-on-one, right?
Yeah, because he's a blunt smoker. I've been like, yeah, man, let's go smoke a blunt. I cut the camera off. Let's have a chat. You know what I'm saying? Just give me some info.
We have to stick together.
You know what I'm saying? Then we would have got it blunted up, and he'd been like, yeah, Dolly, the bitch was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It would have been something like that. He was like, yo, I had to bounce. And I've been like, yeah, I don't blame you, dude. Well, stuck around a whole bunch of baby killers.
100%.
Thanks for what you do, Dolly. Now the only thing we're looking for is that cantaloupe soap, buddy.
Cantaloupe soap. Okay, man. I get right on the cantaloupe soap.
I'm campaigning now for next summer.
Okay.
Right? That's my goal. I'm trying to convert your whole audience by
Pit
next
Mom
summer.
says Billy Joe is motivated by money only.
Yeah.
I don't really get the Billy Joe. I hate to disagree with you, Pit Mom. I don't really get that Billy Joe's out for money. I think more than anything, she likes attention.
I think she's motivated by her toys. She's got a lot of toys sitting on that property.
Yeah.
She won't pay them
But she
$15
makes
a
good
day
money.
for
She's a welder.
babysitting.
She's a welder. She makes good money. Her old man makes good money.
Come on, Billy, $15 a day for 3 kids for 12 hours a day.
I know, but that's so she could save all that money she was making so she could smoke crack.
Yeah, you got to have your
Crack ain't cheap.
Right, that's true. You got to have your crack and meth budget. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't think meth makes your jaw move like that. I think crack does. I'm not for sure. I don't mess with heavy drugs. I just smoke the shell of weed, and I'm happy with that.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Stay in the mellow zone.
Yeah, just happy and hungry.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
100%.
y'all be good.
Sure. All right, you take it easy, ma'am.
All right,
Bye-bye.
peace. That's the best one. Husband, wife, couples watch. That's awesome. That's, you know, you bond, you stick together, you get into the same things. Dolly.
Dolly?
Yes, it's Dolly.
I've been trying to call and trying to call. I thought I'd get put on a holding pattern or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of popular these days in the
Yeah, I probably look a
in the
little
senior
upset
living facilities.
going on. Yeah, I understand. Listen, I'm kind of new to you. I didn't find you until you all were in Savannah.
I didn't know I was lost. Oh, okay.
Well, you were lost to me, and
Okay.
that really makes me sad.
You found me
too.
though. You found me. I feel safe now.
I think you're pretty hot.
Thank
really.
you. Thank you. From a
You're
distance.
welcome.
I'm like a 100-yarder.
Your mugshot, I don't give a shit how much hair you got, man. I love a bald head.
Yeah.
And I saw another picture of you.
You want to run your fingers through my nuttiness?
Oh my God, I want to do so many things to you, Dolly. Ugh.
Oh, okay.
I
Thank you.
saw another picture of you though that was pretty hot. It's an emoji over on general awareness.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Awesome,
buddy,
you
I
know.
love that
One day, you know, when Rap goes through puberty,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sub up to his channel.
You should sub up.
I
man. You
know,
should
right?
go too.
All right, you be good. Peace. One day, when his balls drop and his voice gets right, he gets that man voice. Maybe, just maybe. Dolly!
Hey, is that Dolly?
Hey.
Dolly, hi, it's Jill. How are you?
It is who?
Jill.
Jill. What's up, Jill?
I'm calling you from South Africa.
South Africa. Okay, I see that.
It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning this side.
And what are you
but
doing
I'm
up
really
this late?
enjoying listening to you, watching you.
Pretty entertaining,
I
huh?
must say I'm kind of addicted to your channel, so I've been following the story, and I'm just sitting here thinking, you know, it's always ideal when it comes to children who need to be put into the system. It's very rare that it's ideal for a child to go into the system, like child protection services. But in this case, in as far as Quinton was concerned, he would have probably have been better off in the system
Yeah, I don't
than
think.
with his own family, which is really, really very sad.
Yeah, I don't think all kids should be ripped from their family when their families are struggling. But when you got like major addictions going on, people on major drugs and things like that, that kid would, you know, even if it was in a worse situation, it wouldn't be dead. You know, like if you put it in a situation where, you know, it's a house full of kids and maybe the kids ain't the most loved, but they're alive. That's a lot better than leaving there with Leilani, where she knew that child was being abused. You can see the bruises all over him.
Exactly. So I was just thinking he would have been so much better off. And do you think that it's a matter of the system that failed him as well? The fact that he didn't end up in the system where he would probably have been
Well, that's
better
hard to
off
say
in the
because I
system?
think it's best that the system gives the family the chance. If there's another family member that's like, look, you know, I can do it. I'll step up from, you know, for this person and raise this baby. And I think it's good that the state gave that person a chance. It's Billy Joe made the biggest mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was the state. I think they just tried to give the family a chance, which they should. You know, it's bad to destroy homes, right? But Billy Joe made them grave mistakes. She trusted that baby with Leilani, and she should have never done that. What she did is she lied to the court saying, hey, I'm going to take care of this kid, and she just left that kid with Leilani.
And what do you think the chances are? I mean, from what we've heard, there's speculation out there that she's preparing the house now, wanting to get the other kids back. What do you think the chances are that she would
None.
get the other kids
She'll
back?
never get them kids back. And she won't get them back.
And do you think that they're being well taken care of in the system in the U.S.? I'm not sure how the system works in the States.
Well,
but do you think that
I've heard a lot of success
stories,
and I've heard a lot of bad stories. So I think it's a 50-50 at least. I've never been in the system to know myself, but I've only heard stories of people, saying that they've got adopted out and then bad things happen with adopted families and things of that nature. But I've heard some really good success stories where people were loved and they think of them people as their family, and they go on to live great, successful lives, and they thank their family for that. Without them, they wouldn't have been able to do it. So there's two sides to that coin. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it works out perfect. So, but it's better than dying.
Yeah, and I understood what you said earlier about maybe them baby daddies just didn't want to be part of the kids' lives because they just couldn't deal with Leilani.
Yeah.
And that was the reason why they didn't play a significant role in their children's lives. So, what do you think the chances are that maybe the fathers would step in at this point?
I would hope that'd be the case, because if you're a responsible father, look, sometimes women make situations so bad for men that men can't come around. Okay? It'd be whatever it is, the fighting, the arguing. If we get around each other, we're gonna kill each other. And they just stop coming around. It ain't that they don't love their kid, it's just they cannot deal with all the stuff that's going on with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even back when I was younger, I had to go through a big custody battle with my daughter. We were constantly in court with each other, but I was not going to be a part of my kid's life. It was no way in hell. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to have that, right? So I battled and battled and battled, and I just dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? But some men don't want to do that. They just run off and say, man, my baby mama crazy. If I go around there, she's going to get me locked up. And they just abandon their kids. It's horrible. But and
it kind of makes sense. I mean, if you listen to what Billy Joel said as well, that there's no way that she will, if it's true, the reports that we've been hearing, that if it's true that she said there is no way that Leilani can come back to the house. If it is true that she handed Leilani over to the FBI when she wanted to leave the rehab, if you're going to believe that. But for her own mother to say there is no way that she's going to allow her back into her house as her mother, that must be some kind of indication of how bad it is to be around Leilani, which would make sense then why the baby daddies wouldn't want to be around Leilani and therefore not want to be around their own kids.
There's a reason she has 3 baby daddies and none of them around her. That's what I think. She has some issues.
One might not. I don't think we must be too quick to blame the dads. Maybe, as you said, maybe they didn't want to be part of their kids' lives. Not that they had anything against the children, but that they just couldn't be around Leilani because she seems
in her family, as a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got not just deal with Leilani. You got to deal with Leilani. You got to deal with Billy Joe. You got to deal with Paul. You got to deal with Michael and his childhood trauma. I mean, it's a lot on a dude that goes. I mean, just think about if you took that on as a guy right now. You got a girl, 22 years old, 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, crazy as shit, distant, cold as hell, eyes beady as shit. I mean, I don't know how any guy did it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's been great chatting to you.
You be good.
And yeah, I'll be listening from South Africa. Keep up the good work, and thanks for the update.
All right. Peace.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. South Africa in the house. Worldwide, baby. Dolly! That's my Cher'S. I got a medical note from my doctor. Dolly.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Hi. Hi. What is with all your trolls today?
I don't know. They're popping today. It's a good day for trolling. They got their bellies full. They ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about it. I just have a question. I saw you said that somebody could call in and just ask you a straight question.
Did I say that?
So I just want to ask you a straight question because I've heard rumors, right?
Uh-huh. Dolly! Dolly!
Dolly!
Yes!
What's up, Dolly? It's Serena.
What's up? How you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, so I'm going to keep this short and simple because I agree with the mods. If you can, like, eliminate the phone calls.
Uh-huh.
I do agree with that.
What do you mean?
Like, make them shorter each call.
So time them?
Yeah, time them.
Okay.
Okay, so, Dolly.
Yes.
We have talked about this. You know who I am. My point to you, and I'm not going to change nobody's opinion. Everybody has one, right?
Everybody
like
has an
assholes,
opinion.
Everyone has one. Yep. Whoever gave you the information about Daniel working at Target is lies, okay?
Okay.
Straight bullcrap lies.
Well, I didn't hear he worked at a Target store. I heard he worked at the packing center.
No, not true.
Okay, where did he work?
I'm not going to disclose that. That's not my story.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did he quit his job?
Huh?
Why did he quit his job?
Why did he quit his job, you said?
Yeah. If you know where he works and
Dolly,
stuff, and why did he quit?
Dolly, listen, you have to ask him that. That's his story. But listen to what I have to say to you.
Yeah, but him not working at Target, that's his story too, ain't it? You answered that one.
Yeah, but I finally answered it because I got tired of people lying about it.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's
then where
why.
did he work?
It
How do
started
we
being
know
going
if you
around.
don't? You're just saying he don't work there. Where does he work? He don't work there now anyway. So what does it matter if you tell us?
Because it's not my business. I don't want to, no. I'm not going to, Dolly.
Don't be holding out on me. Why you gonna do me like that? Why you doing me dirty?
Because you gotta understand, Dolly, there is too many people, I don't care what people in this chat have to say. I really don't, okay? Because they are flip-flopping on each side.
Why you gonna do me like that?
Everybody.
I thought we was tight.
No, just listen.
I thought we was tight. Shit, yo.
But listen,
You
there's
losing
everybody
points
in here that's yeah. There's too many people with false information trying to make it true, right? And they're trying to justify their truth when it's not true. All right? And the simple reason to why I wanted to call you is because if you look at that fake email, first of all, Daniel and his family know how to spell Leilani's name, right?
Uh-huh.
Second of all, they know absolutely nothing about her or her dad and so on. It's somebody that is hanging out in these channels that are pretending to be Daniel or his family or Bubba and his family.
Okay.
I told you from the get-go, dog.
They ain't made no statements.
No.
But
no,
Billy
they
Joe's
have
still going to
not
end up
talked.
in jail. Even FBI put out a statement saying that she ain't out the water yet.
Yeah.
That ain't fake.
But it's whoever it is in these channels the one that's doing that email.
Yeah, but I mean, there's
But I
probably a
have
lot
made
of
it-
trolls that's possible that what you're saying is true. That
Mhm.
somebody's just commented saying they were them.
But I have told you from since day one, since this is like my second phone call with you. I know Leilani's family. I talked to certain ones in there. I know Daniel's family. I talked to them, and I'm very close with Bubba's family. Okay.
What's the
And
deal?
to
If you're
answer-
close with Bubba's family, why is Bubba's family not getting Baby Q? Why are they not
I
trying to
was
get
just
Quinton?
about to answer that. The reason why they are not getting Quinton's ashes, and I hope and pray that Billy Joe is in here listening, is because of simple fact, Billy Joe went behind their backs and pulled some shifty shit. That is the truth.
What type of shicey stuff did she pull? Do you know?
I'm not sure what it is exactly. I was just
But
told that it happened.
she is going to get the remains of the baby.
She is getting Quinton's ashes. That is true.
Huh. That's terrible. That is
Trust me,
absolutely
nobody
terrible.
is happy about it. I wish she was in jail just as well as everybody else does. But one thing I will not do on this phone call is play against each story when I know the families. If you don't know the families, you have an opinion, yeah, but make sure it's true.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would like to see them get the baby. I think it's terrible that it's going to a baby that she didn't take care of, and now she's getting the baby back when she should be right now facing criminal child neglect charges.
I agree. Just like everybody else about the whole Billy's situation. I do.
Yeah. And the other kids, do you know anything about their fathers putting in for custody of them?
The CPS?
With like Zane and Sky.
Nobody knows about that.
Okay, they got that sealed, don't they?
Exactly. So if anybody says anything about that, it's not true. There's 100% a gag order on it.
I know that they did put in for custody. I know they did of Zane. I don't know about Sky. I don't know if Danny did, but I know that the father of Zane put in for custody of the kid.
Cody's dad is the one that's supposed to get Zane.
So, and then somebody, I guess, sent me their somebody sent me their family chart, so I got to see how everybody was connected. Because I thought Michael was Billy Joe's mother. So I've been learning all kind of new stuff I didn't know. I was like, dang, I didn't know that. I didn't know that when I was there. I just thought it was her kid. Okay, but look, I appreciate you calling.
You're welcome. Thank you, Zoe.
All right, you have a good one. Peace.
Yes, see you. Bye.
Dolly.
Hey, I wanted to say I agree with you that Billy Joe's going to get arrested.
Do you?
I do.
All right, who's this? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Oklahoma.
All right.
Well, I called you a few minutes ago, and I was going to ask you about that, and you hung up on me. Why'd you hang up on me?
Oh, Lord. More trolls. Okay? Trolls. Go on, trolls. Some people I just hang up on. I got an itchy trigger finger. Dolly!
Hi, Dolly.
Hey.
I live where you live. I'm probably 20 minutes from you.
Okay. All right, who's this? Where are you calling from?
I'm actually on the borderline of Virginia and Tennessee.
Oh, okay. And Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did you want to tap in on what we're talking about?
Well, not really. The only thing I wanted to know, and by the way, my name is Becky Rapper, and I just wanted to know if when you and Bullhorn Betty had sex.
Okay, well, what it is, hold on, guys. This is how we'll end Rap's little run. Look, so they're streaming what I'm streaming, right? But, you I gotta let you what I want to know what it sounds like when Rap has sex. I can only imagine that laugh. Oh, so what we'll do is we'll pull up the StreamYard. So I'll just let in the regulars and we don't have to worry about all that. Because I'm not going to deal with that for like the next hour of them just blowing the phone lines up, ringing in my ear. Some people put up with you, but I just chop you out real fast. You know what I'm saying? I allow trolling. I gave them their minute. You know what I'm saying? I gave them their minute. But that's the best y'all had? That's the best. That's the best that they had. So I opened that phone line up just for them too. And that was the best that they had. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. I was expecting a little bit better, you know. I was hoping to hear from the head roach itself, but I didn't get to hear from him, you know. So it is what it is. Ninja hang up. Right up on you. Right up on you. What rhymes with hiccup? Click up. Right, that's a good thing about phone lines. I can hang up on your ass. I don't want to talk to you. When you don't earn to speak with Dolly. Alright? Don't make me hit you with the Elvis. When I hit you with the Elvis, it's done. It's done right there. Okay? Click up. BJ ain't going to call. You never know, right? Hey, BJ, reach out. Billy Joe, we want to hear from you. Take the phone line. Oh, no way. I closed the phone line because the trolls kept blowing it up. Dolly is hot. Thank you there, country girl. I do got the heater blowing on me right here. You know what I'm saying? It might have something to do with that. Y'all see sweat running down my face? I'm in a t-shirt, so you know I'm pretty warm. Hot, I don't know about. The border of North Carolina and Virginia is about that from Dolly, not Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee is damn 6 hours from me. She's on the close part of Tennessee, though. She must be on the tip. Tip of these nuts! No, I'm just kidding. How was my Thanksgiving? It was good. I ate and I slept. And I smoked a whole bunch of weed. That was about it. Best Thanksgiving ever. Not a whole lot of shit in my ear. I didn't look at nobody. I didn't leave the house but one time, and that was to go to the store to get a drink. Okay? I said happy Thanksgiving to the cashier. I came home. I went to sleep. I slept all night. Got up, streamed. So it's been real peaceful, real quiet, you know, not a whole lot of shit going on. So I figured I'd come up here early. You know, there's always a lot of viewers early during the day, but I usually stream late as shit at night. Hang out, chop it up with you guys, see what the trolls are doing, because, you know, they're heavy and hard to die. All right? Power to the trolls. Keep doing your thing, right? But you ain't going to aggravate the shit out of me all day. I give you a little bit of time. That's all you get, though. That's all you get. I give you 5 minutes. Respect your 5 minutes. And now leave me the hell alone. Okay? Or next time, I ain't going to give y'all the 5 minutes. I'm going to be like, nah. Last time I gave y'all 5 minutes, y'all took advantage of it. You didn't respect my time. You know? You didn't respect my show. You're blowing up the phones, not letting other people call in. We can't have it. We can't have it. I did, guys. And I hope each and every one of you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I see everybody's still here with me, so you made it through Thanksgiving safe. You know, definitely be careful, you know, of the holidays, shopping, people getting robbed and killers and stuff out there. And there's definitely a killer out there. Well, at least in Idaho, right? I'm still saying serial killer. I know a lot of people say it's connected to one of those girls or the family or something like that. I don't think that to be the case in the Idaho 4. I think it's a serial killer. Not only that, when I come back late tonight, because when I get off here in just a little bit, I'm going to come back live, but I'm only going to be filling orders. Old orders that are out that I needed to ship. Okay, I'm going to be filling those orders. And I'm going to be doing it live. So I'm going to go into the list because Angela D's in the hospital. I'm going to start getting everything out tonight. So I'm going to spend probably to around midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning just fixing things, you know, in the studio, getting stuff shipped out, things of that nature. I will be live while I'm doing it, so you can drop in and say, hey, Dolly, what you up to? But it ain't going to be really, I might have some people on the panel. You know, I usually do while I'm doing work in the studio, so I have somebody to talk to while I'm doing it. So you're more than welcome to come in and hang out with us. And, I don't know if you'll be able to order anything tonight because I'm trying to get everything out. But if I get everything out, then I will take a few orders tonight live. So that way you can just order it from me live, pay for it live, and I can ship it to you live. That way we can skip the order forms because Angela D's not here to get your order forms. So don't order nothing off the order form, guys. Not right now. Okay? Just hold off on orders. No t-shirts, nothing. Don't order nothing unless you order it from our Teesprings. Because we're, like, right now, I'm catching up on everything tonight. And then by tomorrow, I'll be ready to ship again. But for right now, don't order nothing, okay, off that shipping list. We're not going to use that shipping list until Angela D's well. Now, when she gets out the hospital, we still want to give her some time to get well. So, when she gets out, it ain't going to be like we're going to use the list immediately because she's still going to need time to get home, rest, get well. And when she's better, we'll bring back that list to where you can order and it all goes back through the same processes again. Right now, you're only going to be able to buy stuff from me while I'm live, and I can ship it to you live, okay? No other way. So, I just want to make that clear to everybody that's ordered things. And if you've been waiting on an order, tonight's your night, okay? Because I'm going to be fixing everything. So, if you got to order out, make sure you come in and be like, Dolly, am I in the list? Or, make sure you check on mine, and I'll get all that stuff out to you guys tonight. All right, so that's what I plan on doing with the rest of the day, just making sure all my viewers' stuff is taken care of. Everybody's right. And then I got a new batch of Christmas soap coming out. Okay. That I ain't going to tell y'all yet till December. Right at December. Okay. And then we will have a big batch made. And that's a limited edition Dolly soap for Christmas. All right. So I'm trying to get everything caught up so I can have that out ready for the 1st. So y'all have it in time for Christmas. So the time you order it, boom, 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 I ship it. You have it for Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? Christmas soap, you don't want it in damn January. Right? So we got all that stuff underway. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. So you guys are more than welcome to join me. But like I said, Billy Joe, there's a lot of rumors circulating, even from the FBI, that this is not over. That she's possibly going to jail, which I'm hoping and praying, little baby Jesus, that she does go to jail. As far as it was crazy to find out Cher's dad had been in prison for killing a kid. Because we see her defending these baby killers like Don and Candace, Billy Joe and Leilani, coaching them, don't take time for some man. She actually blamed Danny, She was out here blaming Danny for killing the baby and not Leilani. Crazy things like that. It started to make more sense when I found out that information. I was like, okay, now I get it a little bit better than I did. I still think, you should break the cycle, the chain. If this happened in your family, that don't mean it has to continue to happen. Somebody has to stand up against that shit and be like, nah, I'm going to stand up for kids. If anything, Cher should have been out there protesting with us, beside us, making sure nothing happened to any more kids. All right, she should have been like, yeah, this happened, be a voice for the kids that perish, not for the people that hurt them. That's insane in the membrane, like not House of Pain, but Cypress Hill, like Cypress Hill would say. That shit is just insane in the membrane. But like I said, anybody got the right to a computer. They can put them up here. They can get online. They just hit a couple buttons, and bam, they on the internet, and they're entitled to their opinion. But good Lord, it's when you build a big fan base, and that channel's not a small channel. Cher's channel's not a little tiny channel, and you just do all the wrong things. You could take that same platform and use it for good, right? I have a choice. Right? If I can do good or I can do bad. I just chose to do good or try to do good. And some people just choose to be the most heinous, bad people they can be. And that's coming. Other bad people need entertainment too. I get it. There's going to be a fan base for all of it. But I'm sticking with the good. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to try to do good. People can continue to hate. And like guys have been asking about the wish list. I've changed it to the registry because the trolls were buying everything. They were adding it to the shopping cart, and it was taking it off the wish list, so people couldn't buy anything off my Christmas wish list. So I moved it to the registry, so they can't do that. They can't just add it to the cart. They can't just buy it. But so that's what we've done. So that's just the trolls, another way to attack. But you know, like I said, they got the right to troll. You know, when you're bored, it ain't like I ain't never did no trolling in my day. So I can't hate the trolls, you know, because I remember when I would just randomly troll people as a young buck. But these are grown ass trolls. You know what I'm saying? It's like at some point you gotta, you know what I'm saying, bring something serious to the internet, get you some content, bring you something that people want to hear and see without everything being a fucking big ass joke. Okay. You know, if you can't carry your show with you and you need a million other creators to show and talk shit about, you know, I don't know what to say about it. I just don't know what to say about you. But guys, I'll be back live with you guys in about 30, 45 minutes or so. And I will be doing orders. So you're more than welcome to come chill, chop it up with me. Jump on the panel, all that good stuff. It's been really cool hanging out with you. All right. Make sure y'all give the video a like. Sharing is caring. And if you're watching from the ether out there, make sure you sub up. And remember, Dolly Vision is brought to you by Raid. Killing internet roaches dead. So go out, get you some Raid. Tell them Dolly sent you. Spray them internet roaches right in the eyeballs. Stomp them. Stomp them dead. No views for the internet roaches, and they will die. Okay? You got to get them in the eyeballs. Right in the eyeballs, though. You know? Like you got to aim for the eyes. Straight for the eyes. Dolly, see you guys soon. Peace!